Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the main card of UFC 175 right now with Nick Kalikas and Adam Martin, both from MMAOddsBreaker.com. And Nick Kalikas, of course, is a consultant for numerous sports books, and these guys open MMA lines. All right, guys, Russell Doane and Marcus Brimage right now. Brimage is minus 140. Doane is plus 100. On the other side, the total's 2.5. The over is very juiced, minus 215. Kind of an even fight. Doane is aggressive, but Brimage has power wrestling. Doane is kind of on the rise. Brimage off of a quick knockout loss in his last fight. Was that a fluke? I'm not exactly sure. I think there's probably the lines are probably pretty accurate, but I'd lean Doane here at plus 100 if I had to make a bet. Adam Martin, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I slightly lean towards Doane here as well, but it's close, man. I think it's really close. Brimage obviously dropping down to 135 for the first time. That's the thing that makes me a little bit hesitant to bet on Doane here, but I do favor him, especially at the plus money. But it's just tough because Brimage, he has more UFC experience. He has some good wins in the UFC. At 135, he should be a better fighter, I think. I think he was too small for 145. He has good wrestling. He has decent boxing. If he keeps his fight standing, he should win it. But Doane's a little beast, and he looked great in his UFC debut. Not a lot of people saw that fight, which is why I think that he is actually the underdog here. I think a lot of people don't realize how decent this guy is. And before that, he actually had a decent win over Jared Papazian in Tachi Palace, so that's a decent win as well. Although 3 fights ago, I should say, he lost to some nobody via split decision, which really scares me. It's he lost to a complete nobody. Right. Which is it's just kind of making me hesitant to bet him, but I do favor him in this fight, and I was eyeing him for a bet. I'm just really unsure about him now, especially like I said with Brimage dropping to 135.
Right.
And also he trains at American Top Team, which is one of the best camps in the business. American Top Team fighters win most of their fights. They're just a group of winners, and that's why I'm a little bit scared. But I lean towards Doane here. I think he wins this fight. He could win by submission or he could win by decision, I think. But I'm leaning towards Doane. It's just I'm not 100% sure on a bet for this one. I'm a little bit on the fence right now, but what are your thoughts on it?
Right. No, that's almost exactly how I feel. Nick Kalikas, where did you open this line?
It actually stayed exactly the same,
right.
Which is odd. I know. I mean, I think a lot of people were not sure which way to go, and I've honestly been going back and forth on this fight because if you look at it from a skill set, Doane has a lot of potential, man. I mean, the guy is really good on the ground offensively. I mean, his jiu-jitsu is decent. He's got decent wrestling. On the feet, he continues to improve. He's got some power. He's got good ground and pound when he gets it to the floor. But Brimage, man, he's been a little bit underrated the whole way through. I mean, throughout his career, all of us in a way were shocked that he was able to defend off Hedis's wrestling when he was grappling with him a little bit. He maintained it up on the feet and dominated that fight. He's had a couple great performances in the UFC. Brimage has. Unfortunately for him, though, I mean, he got up to Conor McGregor in his last fight and just got destroyed. I mean, that's actually what made him bump down to 135 because he was undersized a little bit for that division. So 135 is definitely, I agree with Adam, a better natural fit for Brimage in this weight class, and he's going to continue to improve. He does have a great camp, like Adam said again, an American Top Team behind him. He's got good boxing. He's got good wrestling in his own right, and his sub-D and his ground game is going to continue to improve. So it all depends. I mean, if Brimage can maintain it on the feet and he takes the weight cut well, I think he's actually going to win a decision here. He's probably the better fighter as far as being able to control where the fight goes, and again, he's going to probably be the better striker. So there's a slight lean towards Brimage here.
So then it sounds like with relatively low-profile fighters and a pretty even match and lines that are relatively accurate, probably there's a very low betting volume on this fight.
Yeah, I mean the lines just stayed steady, so
right.
There wasn't enough action so far to even tilt the line one way or the other, surprisingly. So yeah, I mean, I think that the line's pretty close to where it should be. We're going to see some movement, no doubt about it, and I wouldn't be surprised if it goes Doane's way a little bit because again, his skill set and there's a little bit more buzz behind him right now. So we could see the line even flip possibly, but yeah, it's a true pick'em fight. I mean, the biggest thing to see is how Brimage takes a 135 weight cut, and to me, to see if Doane is legit. I mean, his fight. His debut win was impressive, but again, it wasn't a fighter like he's facing in Brimage here. I mean, Brimage is a lot tougher. The thing I like about Brimage is his mental game. I mean, the guy, you could tell he's put, since the Ultimate Fighter, he's put the work in the gym. That's why he's gotten better, and mentally he knows it too. So he's got the confidence brewing. He seems to always be a little bit underrated by most, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. So I think he knows that this is a weird spot to be in because he's on the main card.
Yeah.
I mean, over Faber and Caceres, which is kind of questionable to to most fans. I mean, you're putting Brimage and Doane over Uriah Faber.
Well, great preview of the main card, guys. I think we've identified some angles with possible value. Talk to you again for UFC 176.